Hi, happy Thursday. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 13th of May, 2021. And we're using my favorite of favorites, Bonefire Tarot. Let's check into what's going on in the energy atmosphere for us today. Our first card, Nine of Wands. That's cute. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine about this card just a little while ago. And the message that came out of that card had a lot to do with keeping the faith for everything that we are investing in at this time. Now, the Nine of Wands is a card traditionally that speaks to having the endurance to go the distance. And my feeling with this card, in the suit of wands, you have a lot of creativity, passion, fire, enthusiasm, optimism. All those energies are present in this suit. Though that's not exactly what you're looking at when you look at the Nine of Wands. You're looking at some weariness here. And I feel intuitively that when we look at this kind of weariness, there is a tendency toward pushing through something, digging in deeper, which is great. Hey, know your endurance and serve it up, offer it up to yourself in your journey. Though there's also a point of recognition for allowing. And allowing would be allowing the universe to do its part on our behalf, knowing when to come into some stillness and say, okay, yeah, I can receive here. I absolutely know that the give, the receive, the reciprocity is a part of the journey. So whatever the Nine of Wands equates out to for you today, whether it's, interaction with somebody else and really wanting to push your point and get your point across, or whether it's the kind of investment that you are digging deep for in terms of what you hold in heart space, pause for a moment and ask yourself, is there something here that would be better served by my presence in stillness? What a great question. Thank you, guides. Okay, next card we have Ten of Swords. Yeah, that's a great question. The Ten of Swords is called the Fallen Master in tarot. The Master does get up from this grim scene and walk on to the horizon, a whole brand new horizon. And this is the Ace of Swords to the power of 10. So that's brilliant clarity. It's everlasting strength. And, it's sovereignty to oneself. Though here we are pinned to the ground by 10 swords. So now that question is even more profound. Is there something that would be better served by my presence in stillness? And clearly there is. Now, tens in tarot are all about fulfillment, completion. So something is completing. And the Nine of Wands is saying we're closer than we think. And this may not be the time to push it. This may be the time to be in receiving. Allow the multiverse to bless us, gift us with resources, inspiration, ideas, or even just inner peace. Next we have, these cards are fantastic. I love this. Now we have the Knight of Swords. You gotta love this guy. He gets the job done. He is motivated. He is driven, and he's a hard charger, this one. And that's the kind of energy that we're kind of praying for over here on the Nine of Wands, right? We're looking for a little bit of this energy. The thing about the Knight of Swords is he tends to be impetuous. He doesn't necessarily look into the periphery because he's speeding by so fast to get to his point B that he isn't looking at what's on offer in the periphery. Sometimes that's a blessing. Sometimes that's us shooting ourselves in the foot. So in the weariness that we can see here on the beautiful Nine of Wands, we might be willing to garner our gains and gather our strength and saddle up here like the Knight of Swords and hard charge our way through this next leg of the journey, though it may result in a Ten of Swords situation where we are literally pinned into stillness. Yes, we'll rise from it. Yes, we'll move on from it, and we'll move on all the wiser because of it. I feel, though, that these cards are preparing us for deep consideration and contemplation for the oncoming. Now, we do have a Mercury retrograde coming, and we do have an eclipse coming. So this might be the time for each of us to be checking out our astrology and using the energies of these upcoming astrological events to our benefit, so that we don't have to be pinned into stillness. We can cultivate it, choose it deliberately and intentionally, and then not act impetuously. Okay, I feel like I want to clarify these, so I'm going to keep going. And a clarifier to the Nine of Wands, we now have the Hierophant. I like that card. This is a card that questions our commitment to what is now. And if you look at this beleaguered soul here on the Nine of Wands, and you put that being before the Hierophant's going to ask, what's of value to you in this moment? Are you still committed to this journey? And, you know, one of our knee-jerk responses might be, heck yeah, come on, I've come all this way. Look at me, I'm all banged up, sweaty, dirty, and tired from the journey. Do I want to keep going? So this is a point of reflection for us. And another message of the Hierophant is our own edification, you know, tuning into the divine wisdom, divine order of all, and edifying ourselves for what is required presently. This is getting educated by your spiritual wisdom when you see this card. So you may be questioning your commitment to something and how much energy you want to continue to invest in it, because it may be feeling, your current circumstances may be feeling a lot like the Ten of Swords, and that could be uncomfortable, but recognize that that's temporary. And there is going to be a quickening of energy on the other side of stillness and allowing. There's a whole lot of blessing going on. I do feel intuitively that there is so much energy unfolding at work, spinning behind the veil in the unseen, and everything is happening there. And it is our privilege to hold space for that to happen and unfold in its own right way and bless us in the unfolding. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords. Yeah, now we have the Four of Swords. See, here we are. This is relaxation for the spiritual warrior. This is rest, ease, peace for the spiritual warrior. And what was I just saying? It's about the stillness of our own presence. Perhaps that's what's required at this time. And now we're turning over a very stable four that encourages us into our inner peace. This is a card of preparation for what comes next. So it is wise to consider climbing down off the horse and reflecting, reminiscing, contemplating, and considering, and checking our astrology yet again. Let's clarify now the Knight of Swords with the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is absolutely a time to tune into our higher wisdom, our soulful presence, and be a channel within self-relationship. Channel that wisdom from the infinity of our soul's presence. This card is called the soulmate card. So be your own best soulmate right now and listen to your infinite wisdom and apply that to your current circumstances. Beauty of a message there. Okay, Angel Answers. This is your opportunity to ask a question. To receive confirmation or a fresh message altogether. Our first card. We have in the near future. Yes. I know it's a timing card, and I don't pay a whole lot of attention to timing here, though I do feel that this is representative of the message that there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and it looks like nothing's happening, but that's where everything is happening. So holding space for what's unfolding for us is a blessing. So in the near future, we'll be looking back at this period of life experience in hindsight, having the, oh, I get it now moments. All right, next. I see the purpose of all that is happening now. The clarity will show itself, even if we don't have it in this moment. Now we have our sweet, simple yes. You know, this card reminds me of the High Priestess. She is whispering to us, yes, you are in the right place at the right time, doing exactly the right thing for you in this moment. Stay in the overflow, rest, relax, be at ease, stay in touch with your inner peace, and listen to your inner wisdom. Next. That's interesting. Emphatically be assertive. You know, there's our Knight of Swords. He is emphatically assertive, isn't he or she? And, you know, being assertive is out of the Four of Swords, out of the peace, relaxation, and ease in the Four of Swords, meaning our presence in stillness allows us to take really decisive action at just the right moment. So while we're being encouraged and asked to be still yet very present, we will be able to notice the signs within our atmosphere for when it is time to assertively take action, and we will do it. Next, one more. Okay. Oh, these cards are hypnotic again. And now we have helpful people. You know who they are. Talk to them, share with them. Could be your guides and angels. Could be your besties. But helpful people. These are the people we collaborate with. These are the individuals that we share the journey with. These are the folks who don't judge us. They stand there cheering us on, most especially when we find ourselves like that. The helpful people are the ones that are going to see you as is and say, I love you, I'm rooting for you. And let me have it, let me hear it all. And I will stand here and continue to encourage you because you're amazing. Yeah. All right, our affirmation from the Super Attractor Oracle deck, we have, when I am patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. Holy cow, right? That's the message. Come into stillness, be in peace, grace, and ease within self and in the inner being, inner presence, because this is not the time to push. This is the time to allow the universe to do for us what we could not possibly even consider doing for ourselves. That's where the magic, that's where the miracles happen, and that's where we get the surprise and the delight delivered to us on our foundation from the divine delivery system. So, heck yeah. Go into allowing or patience, whichever word you're comfortable with. I'm choosing allowing, and flow there. Happy Thursday, everybody. Thank you as always for watching the video. I so appreciate you hitting the thumbs up. Have a beautiful day and peace, love, joy, blessings. Namaste.